The idea that language is magic has been floating around in my mind ever since I met someone who described themselves as a linguistic alchemist. Let's call her Mira. Mira had this mesmerizing way of explaining things, like she was unlocking secret knowledge every time she spoke. She told me, language is the most ancient magic. It shapes reality, directs energy, and creates worlds, literally. I was skeptical at first, but Mira laid it all out. Think about it, she said. The word spell means both to arrange letters into words and to cast a magical incantation. The word rite comes from rite, as in a ritual. Even the word grammar comes from the Latin grimoire, meaning a book of spells. These aren't coincidences. They're linguistic breadcrumbs leading us back to the truth. She explained that every word we speak carries a vibration, and that vibration interacts with the energy of the universe. When you speak, she said, your voice box produces frequencies. These vibrations are energy in motion, and they ripple out, influencing the world around you. To prove her point, Mira brought up the work of Masaru Emoto, the Japanese scientist who studied how words and emotions affect the structure of water. He found that when you say positive words like love or gratitude to water, it forms beautiful geometric crystals when frozen. Negative words like hate create chaotic, ugly shapes. And remember, the human body is mostly water. Imagine what your words are doing to your cells. This got me thinking about how words affect not just us, but others. Mira pointed out the wordplay hidden in plain sight. Word becomes sword with the addition of an "es." Words can cut, heal, destroy, or create. They're the tools we use to shape reality. She dived into sacred geometry, explaining how sounds produce patterns. Every letter, number, and symbol originates from these geometric patterns. When you speak, you're essentially weaving these shapes into existence. It's like you're drawing energy maps with your words. Mira's enthusiasm was infectious. She pointed to biblical references such as John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This isn't just a religious sentiment, she said. It's a literal description of creation through cymatics, sound waves producing matter. Then she got into the darker side of language. Words are used for control, she said. Think about Newspeak from 1984. Reduce the number of words in a language, and you reduce people's ability to think critically. Why do you think the word freedom has been so watered down? If you can't define it, how can you fight for it? Mira gave me an example of how modern English embeds negative vibrations into our daily lives. Good morning becomes good morning. Weekdays sounds like weekdays. Even the word job comes from the Hebrew word for persecuted. We're casting spells of low energy on ourselves without even knowing it. But it wasn't all doom and gloom. Mira talked about reclaiming language. We can change all the vibration of our words by becoming conscious of them. Instead of saying understanding, say understanding. It shifts the meaning and removes the power dynamics. Instead of calling someone intelligent, call them intelligental, blending intelligence with gentleness. Before we ended our conversation, Mira shared a few powerful phrases to use as daily mantras. I love you. I know. No, I was wrong. These words, she said, are pure. They lack the ambiguity that plagues most of our language. Use them intentionally, and they'll raise your vibration. As I walked away, I couldn't stop thinking about what she'd said. If language is magic, then every word we speak is a spell. And if that's true, maybe it's time to start casting better spells.